So here this diagram is a simple residential house wiring diagram. So here this is the phase and neutral. Okay, is the input supply. That input supply will be getting from EB post. Okay, so here we have to get a EB post line as there. Okay, EB line, it's a EB tower. So we can get the lines phase and neutral. We have to connect it here. Okay, so this phase and neutral should be connected to energy meter phase and neutral. Okay, it's the input. Okay, these two lines are input of energy meter. Input of energy meter. So it is, I will represent IP. IP is nothing but input. And you can take a output. Okay, the same phase and neutral will be taken from energy meter. So here these two lines are output. So here what is the purpose of energy meter means, based on our load, here we can connect the one lamp. So maybe it's like a 60 watts lamp, means you can switch on the lamp, it will consume 60 watts. Okay, so that 60 watts to be recorded. Okay, 60 watts output power should be recorded by the instrument of energy meter. So this energy meter will record the your consumed energy. Okay, just you can switch on lamp or maybe TV or maybe mixie or grinder, anything you can switch on. That energy meter will be recorded your total power consumption. Okay, maybe you can see the energy meter, some aluminum disc will be rotating. Okay, just you can simply you can go after completing class, you can go for that, see the energy meter. Maybe you can switch on any load, the energy meter disc will be rotate. So that rotation speed is depending upon our current consumption. Okay, so how many loads will be connected to the circuit, based on that the energy meter, the disc will be, speed of the disc will be either increased or decreased. So based on the revolution of the disc, it will be record the units. Okay, number of units to be recorded. Okay, some recording instrument devices is there, maybe some mechanical arrangement, some gear wheel arrangement is there. Based on that revolution of the disc, it should be increment the value of the energy consumption. Okay, maybe 1200 revolution is equivalent to 1 kilowatt hour. Okay, so 1200 and revolution.
So the energy meter picture.
Yeah.
So the energy meter picture.
Energy meter picture. In your home, do you have energy meter?
No, sir.
Oh, wait. Right, I will show the energy meter diagram.
Okay, sir. Electric meter, sir.
Yeah, wait. For exact diagram, wait. So this is the energy meter. Okay, you can see the energy meter diagram.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is the energy meter because it's the recording area. So here some display numerical values are there, and this is the input supply. Input supply is available means it will either green light or red light will be indicate, and this is the output indication lamp. You have to connect the input supply here. Okay, phase and neutral, these 2 points, and these 2 points you have to take output. Okay, you have to connect it to the load. Here we have to connect some single load here, some simple example here, and maybe you can connect multiple load. Okay, either series or parallel. We can do the electrical connection by each and every room. All the loads will be finally connected to the energy meter. Okay, so this is energy meter. Okay, can see the diagram. Okay, this is also energy meter, and this is energy meter. Okay, So it will be some clear. Okay, so some recording arrangement is there, and is a phase and neutral input, and phase and neutral is the output, and you can take output from that energy meter and you have to
Sir,
connect the load.
left.
Yes.
Left side, sir, input wire.
Left side is input and right side is output.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So here comes to that our diagram here. So here energy meter only recording the power consumption, that's all. Okay, and so here the output will be here phase and neutral, you can take output. So here phase directly comes to fuse arrangement. Okay, so what is the need of fuse arrangement means whenever any time maybe any short circuit or huge voltage will be arrived from electricity line, maybe any malfunction will be there means your fuse will be blown out here. Okay, it's the main fuse, it is placed in nearby the energy meter. Okay, and it should be connected because it's the input, you have to connect the fuse carrier series. Okay, series with the input line. Here some fuse wires are there. Okay, fuse wires, maybe 5 ampere fuse wire you can place means it will allow 5 ampere. Okay, your current will be more than 5 ampere means it will blown out. Okay,
Crack.
yes,
Continue, sir.
yeah, okay. So the fuse wire only based on our load current. Okay, once you have to calculate the total load of your home, so based on the load current, total load current, you have to select the fuse wire. Maybe your load current, total load current is your home is 6 ampere means you can fix exact 6 ampere is not required. Okay, just you can go for some extended. Okay, maybe 7 ampere, maybe in market some limited fuse wires are there. Okay, 1 ampere, 2, 4, 6, 10, 20, 25, that range will be there. Okay, maybe your total current of your total load current of your home is 6 ampere mean you can go for next range is 10 ampere fuse wire is available in market. Just we can purchase a 10 ampere fuse wire and you have to fix it. Okay, maybe the current will be going for beyond the setting limit mean it will blown out. Okay, it will used for save the equipment. Okay, so here the next end of the fuse wire should be comes to here, it is a switchboard. So it is our switchboard. The switchboard also having some separate fuse. Okay, maybe it is optional. In every home there is no need of a fuse carrier in switchboard. Some homes they have to erect, they have to fixing the fuse carrier in individual switch box also for safety purpose. So we need exact safety mean we can fix the fuse here also. Okay, and here you can connect the input here, so it will go for fuse carrier and it will go to this indicating lamp. Okay, this is indicating lamp and it should be going here and it can be go for same. Okay, because it's the same phase line go for here and also here. Okay, here also it will go for, because it is the these two are switches, you can connect the phase line for individual switch and another end of the switch will be taken here, another end of the switch will be taken here and it should be go for lamp. Okay, I will put a semicircular arrangement, that means it will not directly touch with the line and it will go for and lamp one point of lamp and another point of lamp directly connected to neutral. Okay, any doubt?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Fuse and indicator same work.
Yeah.
Fuse and indicator
Yeah.
same work.
Fuse and
Indicator only phase.
indicator.
Indicator in only phase. Neutral no.
Yeah, wait. I will inform. Okay.
Not connect.
Yeah. Okay.
Switch not connect phase, sir.
Yeah. Wait. I will inform to you. So here I have I will delete that some arrangement. Maybe some connection will be disconnected here. Okay, you can redraw the diagram during the record work. Okay, so here the fuse output is to be directly taken from here and you can connect here. Okay, that's the phase. It should be going for indicator lamp. This is phase, and these two are switch. You can connect the phase here and here, phase here, and indicator lamp need neutral. Okay, so you can disconnect this dark line. Okay, wait, I will delete the connection here. So you can disconnect the line here. You can note that, and during the record writing time you can clearly draw that. Okay, so here the phase will be taken out from fuse carrier and directly go to the indicator lamp phase, and remaining two switches phase area, and the neutral will be needed for glowing the indicator lamp. So here we can take the neutral from that meter, and it can be directly connect to lamp. Also it will comes to the plug point, okay, socket itself, and again you can take a loop from that socket and you can connect that. Okay, so then only the indicator lamp will be glow. So here here the indicator lamp will be glow. When the supply is available, the indicator lamp continuously glow. So here you can take these switches. One switch is used for to connect the lamp. Okay, so one output of the switch to be connected to the lamp, and another switch to be connected, output of the switch is connected to be socket. Okay, this is a phase and this is a neutral, and this is the earth point. Okay, third huge size holes is used to connect the earthing point, and this is a 3-pin socket. So this is a diagram for simple home wire. Okay, simple switch box, one switch box. Okay, I can connect one lamp and one socket and one indicator lamp. Okay, so this is a simple wire.
Indicator and fuse are not compulsory.
It's not compulsory. Okay, whenever you need, you have to connect it. Okay, otherwise no problem. Okay, it's not a mandatory one. Okay. Yeah, because nowadays in individual switch also having some indicator lamp. Okay, just in the LED will be placed on the middle of the switches. Whenever you switch on the lamp or maybe anything, electricity available or not. Okay, in between some small holes are there. They have to put some advanced switches. Okay, the switch costs around 200-300 rupees for one switch. Okay, in switch also inbuilt with indicating lamp also available. Okay, but it's a costlier one. But indicator lamp is only for just the electricity supply is available or not, for the checking purpose only. That's all. It is not a mandatory one. You need, you have to connect it. Otherwise, you don't connect the indicator in our switch box. Okay. Any doubt from that topic, from the circuit?
Sir, fuse of what works, sir?
Fuse is used for protect the circuit. Okay, whenever any short circuit or any huge voltage comes to our EB line, means it will protect the, because the without fuse here you can't connect the fuse here. Okay, so here also fuse is not available, means maybe some rainy situation, maybe some lightning will be falling on the transmission line. So at the time the transmission line having very huge voltage and huge current, so that the same supply will be comes to meter, and the output of meter will be going for that lamp, means so our lamp is used for around 230 voltage input. Okay, it can be working with 230 voltage plus or minus some 10% or 5%. Okay, here I have to take a 5% plus or minus. Maybe that means it will working on 250 up to 250 voltage. So beyond the 250 voltage and current, maybe the lamp will be taken or 0.6 ampere or 0.5 ampere, means so here the total huge current will be comes to the circuit. So here we can't put the fuse, mean the total huge voltage to be going to that lamp, the lamp will be blown out. So here you can fix the fuse carrier, means the fuse carrier having a 250 voltage and 10 ampere range. I have to put a fuse carrier, means so about 250 voltage or 10 ampere it will go for that particular fuse carrier, it will blown out. So at the time our lamp and some other equipment will be protected. So fuse carrier is nothing but it is a protective device. Okay, it will protect the home appliances. Okay, without fuse carrier, maybe some critical situation, some components will be failed due to the huge voltage and huge current. Okay, so then only we have to avoid that. We can fix the fuse carrier. Okay, either a main switch as well as individual switch board. Maybe nowadays there is no fuse carrier are used. We have to using that is a MCB, miniature circuit breaker. Circuit breaker is an advanced device. We can fix the circuit breaker. It will sense the current and automatically it will trip the circuit. Okay, we can't put the fuse wire. Okay, so every time we can't change the fuse wire. So that is like a switch shape. Maybe I will show the diagram. Okay, circuit breaker diagram also. MCB, that is a miniature circuit. This is a MCB. Okay, so this is a MCB diagram. So we can put an input for any end. Okay, you can take any 2 point is input and you can take any 2 points output. Maybe it is input means you can take output. Okay, so here it is a 230 voltage. And maybe they have to mention we can purchase for the current rating. Okay, so our current rating, total current rating is 6 ampere, 7 ampere mean we can go for the 10 ampere. Your current rating is 10 ampere, 11 ampere means you go for 15 ampere. So you can select the fuse as well as can select the circuit breaker based on the total current, and you can select next option. Okay, just you can select the exact one. Okay, the exact one you can select it means whenever you have to switch on all the load means it will trip. So you can't consider that. Can go for next stage of the rating of the fuse wire or circuit breaker. So nowadays every new home or maybe any home renovated mean they have to fixing this circuit breaker only, because it is also cost wise also very low comparatively same as fuse carrier. Okay, normal fuse carrier range at that circuit breaker range approximately equal. Okay, some little bit changes. Maybe it will little bit higher than normal fuse carrier. Okay, that's all. It's not a huge range, some little bit costlier, but it is sensing very accurately. So accuracy is very high compared to normal fuse carrier. And this is a first experiment of our engineering practices lab in electrical engineering section. Okay, any doubt? Any doubt?
Sir,
Yeah.
who is better than series and parallel wire?
Series and
Parallel wire.
okay, because in our electrical wiring, all the connection to be in parallel. Okay, you can connect the series means the light will not glow brightly. Okay, wait, I will draw the diagram here, because it is a one lamp. Okay, this is the second lamp. I will connect the series to the same line means. So here I have to connect the voltage. Okay, maybe it's a phase and neutral.
Sir,
Yeah. Any doubt?
Home wiring is parallel connection.
parallel,
Yeah. In a commercial wiring is parallel only. Okay, maybe I will inform why the serial. Maybe when you have to connect the serial connection, what will happen means. So here I have to connect the 230 voltage across the two lamps. Okay, here the lamp 1, here lamp 2, both are connected in series means. So here the total voltage, here the total voltage 230, the 230 will be divided by 2. Okay, voltage drop across two lamp will be divided by half of the voltage. Okay, here 115 voltage here, and here 115 voltage is here. So that lamp will be glow in very high the brightness mean it will working with 230 voltage. So you have to apply the low voltage mean whenever you have to connect the series circuit, the current is same but voltage is different. Okay, voltage is divided by 2. So the lamp will not glow, the lamp glow, but it will not give a full brightness. Okay, it will give only a lower brightness. Maybe the same, it will be you have to connect the parallel means you have to connect the parallel. The same lamp will be connected in parallel means. So is a phase and neutral. So here you can measure the voltage across the two lamp is same. Okay, here also 230 voltage and here also 230 voltage. so the lamp will be glow in brightness. Here the lamp, based on the lamp capacity, the different current will be flowing through, because the lamp one is 60 watts and lamp 2 40 watts, means it will take some huge current. It will take some minimum current comparatively with the that lamp. So whenever you have to connect the parallel, so then only the lamp will be glowing brightness. You can connect the series, means the voltage will be dropped. More number of lamp will be connected series, means the total voltage will be fully dropped. So the lamp only glow very dim. Okay, so then only we go for parallel connection. Okay, so all the electrical wiring should be in parallel. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Parallel connection is better.
Yeah, parallel only we have to adapt it. Then only we have to get the exact output. Otherwise, we are not get exact output. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And you can go for procedure is same. Okay, what are all the points I will told that the same point only in the procedure, and you can write that. Draw the layout of the given circuit diagram. The necessary connection will be made, and lamps fixed and connections are checked, and switches are operated. So everything you can simple. Okay, you can what are the steps to be followed during the circuit diagram, and you can write the procedure. Okay, you can write in own manner also, no problem. And here second experiment is a fluorescent lamp wiring. Okay, fluorescent lamp wiring is nothing but tube light. So how the tube light will be connected in electricity? Okay, so here we can take a tube light with a holder and a choke. Maybe it's a separate component. Choke I will explain, okay, during the explanation time what is the purpose of choke, and the starter and the fluorescent lamp bulb and connecting wires. Okay, these are the requirements. And comes to the diagram, and this is a lamp. Okay, this is a tube light. This is a tube light. Already everyone saw the tube light. Okay, everyone you can see the tube light.
No, sir.
No. Maybe,
Sorry.
Yes, sir. Everyone have seen.
yeah, okay, I will show the diagram. Wait, okay.
See, sir. The
Yeah.
lights.
This is a tube light, fluorescent
Yes, sir.
lamp.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So this is,
Marmarin ka.
yeah, okay. So this is a tube light, and we can connect the tube light in switch, single switch. That's all from experiment. So here you can take a neutral, and that neutral should be connected to the one end of tube, because tube light having 4 pin. Okay, it consists of total 4 pins. This is a tube arrangement. This is 1 pin, this is 1 pin, and this 1 pin, and this 1 pin. So it consists of 4 pins. So one pin should be connected to neutral, and another one phase will be connected to switch. Okay, you can take any switch, and the output of switch should be connected to choke. Choke is nothing but copper coil. So this symbol means inductor coil. So I will explain what is the purpose of inductor coil. Okay, wait, I will explain the working principle time. Okay, so the output of coil should be connected to another end of tube light pin. Okay, so here we can connect the choke, and should be switch, and here is a neutral. So here you can give a supply to that tube light. Okay, so here is the choke, so here is a switch, and another 2 pins are there. Okay, 2 pins are here now empty. That 2 pins are connected to starter.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yes.
Choke is input is two pin. Output is 2 pins, sir. But storage is one input.
Yeah.
2 input in choke in available.
So here is a choke. You can connect the input, is the input, and you
2
can,
input and 2 outputs, sir. Choke in a
because it is an electronic choke. It is an older one. Okay.
diagram is 1 input and 1 output.
In recent days, you have to purchase the choke, means it is an electronic choke, so it will give a 2 input and 2 output. Okay, this is a older diagram. Okay, it is a older choke. It is only having the inductive coils. Just you can connect the one end to the supply voltage, and another end of the coil should be connected to the filament of the tube light. In recent days, okay, nowadays all the tube lights having electronic choke having 2 input and 2 output. So that is a different from normal commercial older tube light. Okay, so we are studying in older ones, and only we go for new technology. So it's the older technology. Okay, you can see the older tube light. Okay, any doubt?
Sir, what is the work of a starter?
Yeah, wait, I will show. I will inform you. Okay, wait. So first I will tell the connection. Okay, after that I will explain the working principle. Okay. So here another two ends of the tube light end should be connected to the neutral, and another end should be connected to the output of the tube. So here two terminals are bending there. These two terminals are to connected to the starter. So here starter is, maybe it should be arranged maybe in a cylindrical shape. Okay, maybe you can see the physical over, maybe in older tube light in your home, in just you can go for that, see the starter. It should be arranged in cylindrical arrangement. It consists of two pins. Okay, these two pins are connected these lines. Okay, so this is a starter arrangement. So here now it is a circuit arrangement. Okay, this is one, it's a tube light. It consists of 4 pin, and 2 pins are connected to phase and neutral, and another 2 pins are connected across the starter. So this is a construction. Okay, construction of the tube light. Okay, tube light and connection diagram. Okay, so now how the tube light will be glow. Okay, so now once you can switch on the lamp, maybe you can press the switch is closed now. So the switch is closed now, and the supply will be, the neutral also directly comes to connect here, and the phase should be going to the coil, and another end it should be comes to the, that is a one end of the filament, because it is a filament. Okay, it is a filament area, or it is electrode, maybe it is named as filament or electrode. Okay, anything, and it should be go for the filament, and the same output will be go for that starter point. Okay, starter point, this point, and here also the neutral also go for filament, and the filament output go for here. Okay, here it is the arrangement of starter. So here is the this arrangement. Okay, this curve shape arrangement is called metallic strip. Metallic strip is nothing but, so it should be fabricated in the material of copper. It's a very thin wire. Okay, it is a very thin with our hair. Okay, so you can take a hair, so that filament is very thinner than our hair. Okay, thinner than human hair. Okay, so very thin metallic strip. Okay, it should be bended. Okay, it should be, normally it should be in that shape. Okay, that U shape arrangement, and one end is fixed. Okay, so this is a starter arrangement. Okay, in starter it should be closed. Okay, it should be closed. It should be having the internal, maybe it should be closed with glass tube. Okay, the starter, maybe the outer case is plastic. Okay, the starter outer case is plastic one, but internally it should be having a glass tube. That glass tube having the metallic strip, and inside the glass it can having the neon gas. Neon gas is filled in the starter. So at that time, so here is the two filament. Okay, here you can take this two filament, the area is very high. Okay, the distance of the area is very high because it is around 4 feet. Okay, you can take a 4 feet lamp beams. So the distance of these main electrodes. Okay, here the main electrodes of the fluorescent lamp. Okay, it is around 4 feet. So here you can take a distance between these filament very lesser. Okay, around less than 0.1 millimeter. Okay, so it's a very minimum distance between the two elements here. So here you can apply the total voltage, 230 voltage should be applied here. So here, so small air gap. Okay, small gap will be between two contacts in the starter. So here you can fill the neon gas. So at that time the neon gas will be that is ionized. Ionized means it should be accelerate. Okay, so the neon gas ions will be accelerate, and it can be increase the heat across the starter. Okay, so here we can apply the 230 voltage between the two ends. In between we have to fill the neon gas. So the neon gas will be accelerate the ions, so it will be heated. Okay, it should be creating the heated in the bimetallic strip. So here, because that bimetallic strip is very thin, so it is very quickly heated, it should be bent. Okay, so whenever the metal is heated, mean it should be expanded, so it should be expand and touch to this fixed contact. So whenever the heat will be produced, the bimetallic strip will be heated, and whenever okay, you have heated any material, it should be expand, okay, at minimum minimum size. Okay, here the bimetallic strip is very thin, so it is very easily quickly bended or maybe getting elaborated and touch with fixed contact. So at that time, here the circuit will be closed. Okay, so wait. So whenever you have to switch on the switch, close the switch, the lamp will not glow. Okay, the lamp will not glow because it will take some time. So at that time the starter will be closed. Okay, because there is no current flow in the lamp. Okay, whenever that bimetallic strip is closed, then only the circuit will be closed. Okay, then only the circuit will be closed. Okay, the circuit will be closed. At that time the current flowing through the circuit. So at that time only the current will be flowing through the circuit. So here the maybe here 230 voltage will be applied here. Okay, so whenever the current flowing through the choke, so here voltage across the choke equivalent to V equal to L into di by dt. So it is a general voltage equation of inductor. Okay, already you can study it in circuit theory. Maybe you can now study it in circuit theory. Maybe in third unit maybe you can study the component. Fourth unit maybe you can study each and every component. What is the resistive load, inductive load, capacitive load. Okay, you can connect the circuit, means what will happen. Okay, so here the voltage is depending upon the inductance. Inductance, I think, by number of turns should be wounded in the coil. Okay, and here circuit is closed, so the current is flowing through the choke, and with respect to time, okay, based on the current, the voltage will be either increasing or decreasing. So here the choke will get, maybe whenever the circuit is closed, so here some voltage drop will be occur. So without current flowing, circuit closing time, there is no voltage drop across here. Okay, so whenever the current is flowing through the circuit, because whenever the circuit is closed, at that time, so voltage will be dropped in the choke. Okay, here the choke will be dropped. Okay, because it is having some inductance and resistance, so it will be drop the voltage. Okay, it will reduce the voltage. So here 230 voltage applied now. So at that time the choke the starter gets the reduced voltage. So here the voltage will be reduced around 100 or below 100 volt, because some voltage will be dropped here. Okay, dropped in choke. So at that time the voltage is reduced in starter, means the neon gas is deaccelerate. So the neon ions are maybe deaccelerate. It will reduce the temperature. So the temperature will be reduced in the neon gas area, glass tube. So at that time the choke should be open. The touching contact should be open. So whenever the circuit is suddenly open, means, so here you can, the bimetallic strip is open, means, so the circuit is a open circuit. Suddenly the circuit is open circuit. So at that time here the choke will be induced huge voltage. So the choke will be induced huge voltage. Okay, so here the huge voltage to be applied in the two end of the filament. So here in the tube light having the argon gas. Okay, it should be filled by argon gas and some mercury droplets, mercury liquid. Okay, mercury liquid will be filled by the lamp. So the internal glass tube light having the argon gas and mercury liquid. Okay, maybe mercury liquid. Whenever the huge voltage will be applied, okay, whenever the starter is open, at the time the circuit like it as an open circuit. So during the open circuit, the inductor will be suddenly increase the huge voltage. So the inductance principle is, whenever the supply is open, so the circuit is open, because the coil will be store this magnetic field, it should be inducted with self inductance, so it will be creating the huge voltage across these two electrodes, the electrodes of tube light. So at that time the voltage will be go for very huge, okay, around 600-700 voltage is there, okay. So at that time the argon huge voltage will be available in the tube, so the argon gas will be accelerate and it should be merged with mercury. It will creating the UV rays, okay, it will produce the UV rays, okay. That UV rays can be touched with the glass tube, okay. So the glass tube should be covered with phosphor coating, phosphor white color coating should be coated, because the tube light you can see it should be in white color, okay. Why it can be white color coating means, so the phosphor will be coated in the inside the tube light, okay, inside the glass tube. Phosphor coating, phosphor, PHOSPR, phosphor coating to be made in the glass tube of the fluorescent lamp. So here the argon and mercury will be, chemical reaction will be done here, so it should be creating the ultraviolet rays, okay. But in ultra we can't see the ultraviolet rays directly, okay. So whenever the ultraviolet rays should be striking maybe on our rays, mean some eye problem will be take place. So to avoid that, we can coat the phosphor coating on the glass tube. That phosphor coating will be convert the UV rays into visible rays, okay, UV rays into visible light rays. So visible light rays is nothing but it's our daylight, okay. It should be mostly, it should be in white color, okay. So visible light rays should be converted by that is a phosphor coating. So without phosphor coating, UV rays only dissipated from the fluorescent lamp. So that phosphor will be attract the UV rays and it will be convert the visible light, okay, visible daylight, okay. Daylight means like a white in color, but it's not a pure white, but we can say the practically we have to say in the light is white color, but it is technically it can be represented as a daylight, okay. So this is a principle of fluorescent lamp, okay. So without start, maybe after that maybe that current will be, the current will be flowing through the that gas only, okay, the argon and mercury, okay. So the current will not go for starter, okay. Whenever the current is easily, the low resistance path means the current only flowing through the low resistance path, okay. So during the running condition the lamp will be glowing means, so you can remove the starter, it is also working, the fluorescent lamp will be glowing, okay. So only the starter is used for starting purpose, okay. Once you have to start the light, it can be it is open circuit, it is like open circuit, because the current will be closed, the circuit will be closed through the two electrodes through argon gas. So through the argon gas, yeah.
Without the starter, sir, 2 seconds or 3 seconds,
Yeah.
two wires connect and remove.
Yeah, you can.
That is
Yeah,
okay.
you can short circuit the, because once you can short circuit, initially you
But,
can. Yes.
But not neutral phase connect without bulb is open, sir.
Without bulb, you have to connect without bulb.
Connect and remove and
Yeah.
that is open.
Yeah, without bulb, you have to connect the phase neutral, means it should be short circuit, okay. So why we here also here phase and neutral, just you got to connect the wire means in internally the here choke is there, choke will be hold the voltage, huge voltage will be dropped here, okay, at initially, okay. So there is no short circuit will take place. So without lamp, just you got to connect the phase neutral, means it is a short circuit, the fuse will be blown out in your main board, okay. So you can avoid that, directly connect phase neutral. So here you can remove the starter. Without starter, just you can take a bit of wire and you have to connect it, means so the tube light will glow. After glowing, you can remove the wire, the lamp will be continuously glowing. So why we need the short circuit initially means, so then only the huge voltage drop across the choke whenever the circuit is opening. So we need the huge voltage at a tube light starting time. So then only we have to initially short circuit and we have to open the circuit. During the open circuit time, the choke will create huge magnitude of voltage. So that magnitude of voltage we need. Why we need the huge magnitude of voltage means, So then only the argon and mercury will be doing the chemical reaction. Okay, the argon gas will be ionized and it should be mingled with the mercury, and both will be mingled during chemical reaction. It will emit the UV rays. So without huge voltage applied to the both electrodes mean the lamp will not glow. Okay, because there is no force to accelerate the argon gas. Okay, so initially we need huge force we need to accelerate the argon gas. So then only we need you can initially start the circuit, close the circuit and open the circuit, and during the opening time the choke will produce huge voltage. So that is the purpose of starter. So otherwise the starter is not needed, okay, not necessary to glow the lamp. So at initially we need the starter. So we need at any time we can go for start the wire and we can get the remove wire. It's difficult. So then only we have to replace the short circuit element. We have to fix the starter. Okay, any doubt? Any doubt from that fluorescent lamp wiring?
No, sir.
Okay, because there is no need of working principle in our category. Okay, just you have to see the connection. Okay, whenever you have to connect the lamp and the lamp will be glowing on it. Okay, just you have to remove the starter and you have to short circuit the wire, the lamp will glow. Just you can practically test it. Okay, and the principle is used to maybe sometime the Viva time they will external will be asking me. Just you can explain the terminology. Okay, so it internally having argon gas is the main, and mercury is the main, and phosphor coating is the main, and the starter it is also having a neon gas. So here and also another important thing, so we can change the color of the lamp also. Okay, so based on the material will be insert. Okay, here we have to fill the argon gas, and the argon gas will give a some color. Maybe you have to put a hydrogen gas, mean I think red color. Neon gas you have to insert the mercury, maybe that fluorescent lamp it will be in orange color, and it's maybe you can insert the gas like a chlorine, that's a chlorine means it will be in green color. So based on the gas filled in the glass tube, the color will be different. Okay, so nowadays we are using mercury, it should be in white color, and maybe hydrogen means it will be red color, and the neon gas means it is in orange color. So based on the element to be filled in that glass tube, the output of the light color will be different. Okay, it is additional information to you. Okay, it is not in our syllabus. So maybe the color also changed by our input to the glass tube. Now glass tube we have to insert the different material, and the color also differ. Okay, any other doubt? Any other doubt? Okay.
But sir,
yeah,
red mercury, always mercury gas is available.
Yeah, yes.
But argon
is a gas and mercury is a material. Okay, both are argon is defaultly for all the lights. Okay, we can change the another material. Argon is fixed. Argon or krypton, two gases is defaultly filled in the tube light. Some other material like mercury, or you got to include with hydrogen or neon or maybe chlorine or different gases mean the color will be changing. So here argon gas only used for accelerate the some other material, some other gases. Okay, so here argon is standard, so you could not change the argon gas. Okay, just you can change the another material.
Every tube light,
Yeah.
every tube light, sir.
Yes.
The argon gas is fixed.
Yeah, argon gas defaultly filled, and mercury.
But mercury gas
Yeah,
is changed.
yeah, mercury means white color. You have to insert the hydrogen means red color. Neon gas means orange color. So you can change that element. The color of the output will be changed.
But sir, phosphor gas is not changed. Phosphor.
So phosphor is a
liquid
coating.
test, sir.
Phosphor is a coating. Phosphor is a
But
coating.
not change coating.
Yeah, does not change the coating. Okay, phosphor is a coating because the argon gas, it's a chemical reaction with some other gases. It will produce defaultly UV rays, ultraviolet rays. That ultraviolet rays should be converted into visible light by phosphor coating. Phosphor coating is the protective unit, okay, that will be spread the UV rays into visible light, okay, in any color, okay, in what color will be created internal bulb, it should be emit the light to the outside of the lamp.
Mercury tube light, sir, filament is tungsten always. Yeah, other metals.
Yeah, tungsten filament, okay, because it will produce huge heat, okay, then only the argon gas will be, ions will be accelerated. Filament also the same, the tungsten filament, okay. Yeah. Any other doubt?
Sir,
Yeah.
LED bulb is not heated.
LED bulb?
Is not heated, and a red bulb is heated. Why, sir?
Okay, I don't know clearly. Okay, what doubt?
Sir, LED
Tube light
bulb
is not heated, sir. Why?
LED bulb?
Just
Yeah, LED.
and red bulb is heated.
LED bulb is not more heated. Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because LED bulb only it will need minimum voltage. LED, the operating voltage of LED is less than 5 volt, because you got to connect the 230 voltage supply in your home. But internally it will convert into DC. Only 5 voltage is required for to switch on the LED. So we can connect the 4 or 5 LEDs, mean okay, each and LED having only consume 5 volt, that's all. It will consume current is very less than a microampere, milliampere only. So the power consumption is very low. So when the heat will be developed based on the power loss, power consumption, power P equal to I square R. Okay, I square R, this is a general formula. So based on the current level only, the power will be consumed. So here in LED bulb only it will consume few amount of very few current, okay, less than milliampere or microampere only. So current is very minimum, and also the resistance also very minimum. So here it will take consume very less power, okay. So instead of our fluorescent lamp 40 watts fluorescent lamp, you can replace the 40 watts fluorescent lamp. Just you can fix either 10 watts or 8 watts LED bulb is sufficient to create the same light. Okay, so at that time we have to 3 times we have to reduce the power only consume. So then only the heat will be not generated as per the compared with normal commercial tube light. So based on the power consumption, so it will consume more power, means it will create, because the light will be during the filament will be like a short circuited. Maybe it will act as a short circuit one, okay. So at that time the argon gas and mercury will be chemical reaction. It will be touching the film, touching the glass tube and the phosphor coating, and it will emit the light outside. So here internally the heat will be developed. The heat only will be developed the light. Okay, it is like a short circuit through the gases. So it will be emit the light. So it is like a it is also consume more power, and it can be produced very heat, okay. Just you can switch on the lamp 5 minutes and you can touch, it will be a huge, the temperature will be there around 50 to 60 degree temperature there, and you can switch on 1 hour. After that you can touch the lamp and it will be in around 70 or 80 degrees are there, okay. Now the temperature will be increased. Just after that, at the same time you can touch the LED bulb, it will consume only very few amount of power. So there, because you can give only maybe like LED symbol is there, okay. Wait, I will draw the diagram. It is like a diode only, okay. It is like a diode, and the symbol, it's the anode and cathode. This is a symbol of LED, and the anode and is the cathode. So it can give a 5 volt. It's the cut-in voltage is 0.7 or 0.8. That voltage you can give to LED. It should be start to emit the light. Okay, you can give a maximum intensity. You can give a full voltage. It will give a full intensity of light. So it will consume very less power, as well as it will not creating the heat, okay, because it will be you can study it in EDC third sem, maybe next sem, upcoming semester you have to study the details of the characteristic, okay, diode and LED characteristic. Then only you have to easily understand, okay, because some characteristic curves are there, okay. At initially it will starts to conduct only 0.7 volt, okay. The LED will be starts to conduct. Maybe it is fabricated by silicon material. So you can go for third semester. I will explain later, okay. Maybe myself or maybe some other faculty will take the class to you and clearly explain, okay, why the LED and how it can be working, because it is a semiconductor device, okay. It's a different one. It's a different from some other materials, okay. Whenever it will reach the particular voltage, it will starts to conduct. So otherwise it will not conduct. The major role is power consumption. Okay, here power consumption very less in LED, and commercial lamp, the power consumption is more. So huge power consumption, it will be develop a heat, and the less power consumption, it will not develop the heat. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Any other doubt? Okay, I'm asking some other things up to you. Okay, how we can write the record?